Hi everybody, this is Brian Koo with another ROK video. Today it's going to be short and sweet. We are going to go over the Osiris League bets for week 2. And I believe we've got some very good ones. The first thing I want to remind people about is that you can get 2 Eye for Talent coins from the weekly quests. You get one for purchasing 50 items in the Mysterious Merchant Shop, and you get the other coin for doing 5,000 minutes of training. So let me grab those, and I will place these 2 coins in Eye of Talent. What I'm going to do this week is I'm going to put one of the coins on 60 GT to win in Realm of Anubis, and then I'm going to put the other coin on 89 CG in the Realm of Bastet. This is Fuzz team from 2489, and they are the favorites to win in Realm of Bastet, and they just don't have a lot of competition here, and they are a pretty serious ARC team. So I think it's good to just spread the action around a little bit this season. 60 GT is a very strong team, but just in case, let's put some of our coins on 89 CG as well. Now, as far as the bets this week, recapping week 1, we did pretty well. We were wrong about a few things. We were wrong about a few trends. The Chinese teams that we bet on all lost, but we did hit a big winner on OG, which was our big bet of the week. And we are going to go back to the well this week and fade the same team again for our big bet. TR is, the former lead alliance of 1254. They're still the lead alliance of this kingdom, but the kingdom is not what it used to be. Many of their players have left, and they were absolutely blown out by OG last week. They did not field a full team of 30, and I have heard rumors that they had so many of their registered players migrate out that they're not able to fill up a team of 30 with what's left in the kingdom. And so TR is a very, very small underdog to 419E, which had a nice win last week. They have plenty of power. They have 4 stars. And so this just seems like an absolute no-brainer to bet most of our Oryx on 419E. TR was completely blown out last week. They probably can't field 30. So what's to say that things will be any different in week 2? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet 65% of my bankroll on 419E for the big bet of the week. We'll do this right now. This is going to be about 26 or 2,700 of these Oryx. So let me just go ahead and do that. There we go. 2668 there. Let me grab this. And then I will go through the rest of the bets. But honestly, if you want to just be real quick about this week, just bet everything you have on 419E. If you win, you'll double your money. If you lose, you'll get half your coins back, and you have a way higher than 50% chance of winning. But I'm going to spread my action around a little bit, just partly for fun and also just to diversify my portfolio a little bit. I am going to put 5% of my action on 1718. This match is going to be streamed on the official ROK YouTube channel. These are 2 Korean teams here with quite a few stars between them. 1718 are our current allies and campmates in our our Siege of Orleans, KVK. And I think after the first level of very famous Korean teams like 1V and JST, after that level, I think these are the teams who are on that second tier, 1718, 1158. I'm sure there are some other Korean teams that are at this caliber, but I think we're really looking at 2 of the better Korean alliances in the game at this point in time. And so this is going to be a very interesting match. I'm glad that they are showing and casting this match. And because 1718 are friends of ours, and because they've been such amazing allies, I am just going to go ahead and bet on 1718 here. Truth be told, I kind of think 1158 is going to win the match just because they're not in KVK and so they have all their troops. But ultimately, I'm going to watch this match. I'm going to be rooting for 1718, and life is too short to be betting Oryx on the team that you're not rooting for. So that's my strategy on that one. Moving right along, I think a bet is also justified on INSL from 1606. INSL had a nice win last week against 1235. They're a very, very strong A kingdom. They have just as much power as 1648. And, 1648 is a very good Ark of Osiris kingdom, but I don't think this sort of odds are really justified. I think this is more of a 50-50 match, just given the pedigree of 1606 and the success they've had in KVK. And if I remember correctly, they've also been a pretty good Osiris League team in the past. So we're going to bet 5% on INSL as well. I'm just checking right now to make sure that I didn't... Yeah, okay, we're fine. We're fine. All right, so the next bet I'm looking for here is 16OT. Peak no-showed last week. They are not in KVK, and so I'm not sure why they no-showed last week. But this is kind of a similar bet to TR, where it's like, why would things be different this week? If they no-showed last week, if there was no reason for them to no-show last week, why would they all of a sudden show up this week? So we're just going to place a small bet on 16OT. They're obviously like a huge favorite, but just seems incredibly likely that they are going to win. And let's see if there's any other bets we have in the realm of Horus. Yeah, I'm also going to put a small bet on E301. They lost a very close match against 419E last week, and so we have to presume that E301 is, a competitive team in the final 32. They belong in the final 32. They have just as much power as OG has, and we don't really know anything about OG other than the fact that they beat a depleted TR team. But the number of stars between these two kingdoms is very similar, and I just think E301 is certainly a live dog here as the underdog, and we're gonna place a bet on E301 as well. Let me make sure I have the right amount. Yep. I actually think I was supposed to place a slightly bigger bet on 16OT, so if we have some Oryx left at the end, we'll go back and put some more on 16OT. I believe that's it for this realm. Yeah, here, I'll just put these on 16OT now. We're just going to put a little bit more on 16OT against the no-show peak team. Alright, so those are all the bets in Horus. I've also got a few bets in Realm of Anubis. A couple of them are on just very big underdogs. I'm going to go ahead and bet on SJ32 against Wib. Very similar power, and SJ32 got a win last week. They've won by large margins all the way through Osiris League so far. And I think this is just an example of a match where we don't really know how strong these two teams are. Wib obviously has a long history of success in Osiris League. They're a former top 4 finisher. But we just have no idea if SJ32 is just a average team, good team, or they could potentially be a very good team. I mean, you look at the points differential in all their wins, and you have to leave open the possibility that they are a very good team. And so we're just going to make a very small bet on SJ32 as the very large underdog. And if it pays off, it pays off. If Wib wins, then it's no harm done. We get half of those coins back anyway. We're also going to put 100 on 60 MX against 60 GT. We have seen in the past teams from other kingdoms lose matches to their number 2 alliance in order to get the final brackets shaped in a way that they want. I don't, as far as I know, 60 GT has never done anything like that, but we're just going to put 100 Oryx on 60 MX as they fight their kingdom mates here. And what else do we have here? What else do we have? I think I probably have a few too many coins left. Oh no, this is perfect. This is a perfect amount. All right, the last bet we're going to place is on AO77 against RD2K. We did bet against RD2K last week and we lost that bet. We're going to go and try it again this week though. Ultimately, what we're looking at here is we're looking at two teams with equal amount of power. Both teams are undefeated in Osiris League so far. And I'm really just going by the quality of the kingdoms. 2377 is one of the strongest A kingdoms in the game. They recently won a KVK against 1875 and 1647. And 2377 is also a kingdom which has won Osiris League in the past. G477 is their number 1 alliance. And AO77 is their number 2 alliance. I have to assume that AO77 gets a lot of good practice in Ark of Osiris, and I'm also very, very safe in assuming that 2377 has more than 30 very good players in the kingdom. 2000 on the other hand, although they have always been a good Osiris League team, they did lose a zone last week in KVK to 2293, which is, a solid A kingdom. But, on the left here, you have a team that just scored a huge victory in a Siege of Orleans KVK. And on the right, you have a team that lost a zone in the King of the Nile KVK. So I just think AO77 is the better kingdom. And so we're just going to bet our remaining Oryx on AO77. You know what? I'm going to put 300 on AO77, and I'm going to put the rest of these coins on 419E because this bet is honestly amazing. I'll be honest, this is probably one of the best, easiest bets we've seen in Osiris League in a very long time. If you just bet all your coins on 419E, I make no guarantees, but you've put your money in a pretty smart place. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Hopefully we do well, because I really want to win plenty of Oryx this week so I can comfortably buy these 10 1K AP bottles after the matches are done. Because we're still in KVK here, and I'm really, really low on AP. So to have another 10k AP to chain barbs with would be amazing. So best of luck to both you and me in our Osiris League action. The matches will be streamed this weekend. We're supposed to be getting three different matches shown. There's going to be a different caster for each match. And yeah, looking forward to seeing some of the action in this new Ark of Osiris. There are, as you may know, lots of new skills in Osiris now. Some very interesting skills. The Hidden Sentry Ward is a cool skill. And the Master Strategy Warp skill is an absolute game changer and something that can swing the match from one direction to the other if it's used correctly. So really looking forward to seeing what the top teams in the game do with all these new skills on this new Fog of War map. And yeah, let's enjoy the matches together. Let's win our bets, and I will see you all on the flip side.